back to another video with me, Miss Cooney, and today we're going to be doing some maths. So let's get ready for maths with Miss Cooney. So as always, we're going to start off with our arithmetic questions. They'll come up on the screen in a minute, so you can pause, work them out, and then afterwards I will go through all of the answers and the methods to help you. So have a go. Question 1 is a long multiplication. It's 981 times 62. So we'll do that there. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 8 is 16, so I'll pop our 6 here. Carry our 1 over. 2 times 9 is 18, plus our 1 is 19. Now we're moving on, so we add our 0. 6 times 1 is 6, so we'll pop our 6 here. 6 times 8 is 48, so we'll put our 8 here, carry our 4 over. 6 times 9 is 54, plus our 4 is 58. Now we're going to add these together. 2 plus 0 is 2. 6 plus 6 is 12, so we'll put our 2 there, carry our 10 over. 8 plus 1 is 9, plus another 9 is 18. So we'll put our 8 there, carry our 1 over. 8 plus 1 is 9, plus another 1 is 10. 0, carry our 10 over. 5 plus 1 is 6. So our answer is 60,822. Question 2 is 1,278 divided by 18. This is a long division, so I need to use a what I know box because I don't know my 18 times table off the top of my head, so I can use this to help me. So I know 1 times 18 is 18. I know that 10 times 18 is 180. I know that half of 180, so 5 times, is 90. So I've got 3 instantly off the top of my head. Now I know that 18 plus 18 is 36. If I add another 18 to 36, it gives me 54. If I add another 18 to 90, that's 108. And another 18, that's 126. So I'll stick with those for now, and then we can always add some more. So 18 into 1 goes 0 times. 18 into 12 goes 0 times. 18 into 127, let's have a look down. It goes in 7 times, so I write my multiple. Then I write down what it actually is, 126. I take them away from each other. 7 take away 6 is 1. 2 take away 2 is 0. 1 take away 1 is 0. So I'm left with 1. Bring down my 8. I've now got 18. 18 into 18 goes 1 time. Take it away from each other. 8 take away 8 is 0. 1 take away 1 is 0. We've got our zeros from before. So I'm left with 0, so I know there's no remainders. So my answer to 1,278 divided by 18 is 71. Question 3 is another long multiplication. It's 518 times 98. So I'll set it out like so. So 8 times 8 is 64. So I'll put my 4 there, carry my 6 over. 8 times 1 is 8, plus our 6 is 14. So another 4, carry our 1 over. 8 times 5 is 40, plus our 1 is 41. Add our 0. 9 times 8 is 72. So put our 2 there, carry our 7 over. 9 times 1 is 9, plus our 7 is 16. 6, carry our 1 over. 9 times 5 is 45, plus our 1 is 46. So we'll write them there. Now add them together. 4 plus 0 is 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. 4 plus 6 is 10. 0, carry it over. 4 plus 1 is 5. So our answer is 50,764. Question 4 is 2 4/7 take away 1/4. Well, the first thing I want to do is make my mixed number into an improper fraction. So 2 times 7 is 14, plus another 4 is 18. So this becomes 18/7, take away 1/4. Now I want to make my denominators the same. So I know that 28 is in both times tables. So I'm going to use that. What did I times 7 by to get to 28? I times it by 4. So whatever I do to my bottom, I must do to my top. So 18 times 4, well, I can do 18 plus 18, plus 18, plus 18 if I'm not sure. So 8, 16, 24, 32, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's 72. So 72 28. And then what did I times 4 by to get to 28? I times it by 7. So what I do to the bottom, I must do to the top. 1 times 7 is 7. So now 72, take away 7 is 65. And we keep our denominators the same, so it's 65 28ths. Now, you can simplify that and make it into a mixed number again, but for now, we're leaving it like that. Question 5 is make 12 sevenths into a mixed number. Well, how many 7s go into 12? Well, I've got 7, 14, 21, 28. That's the beginning of my 7 times table. Well, I know that it goes in once. And how many do I have left over? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 with 5 left over. So it's 1 and 5 sevenths. Number 6 is 3 sixths times 2 fifths. Really nice and easy. We just go across. So 3 times 2 is 6. 6 times 5 is 30. So our answer is 6/30ths. And you can simplify that too. Question 7 is 2/3 of 99. Well, remember downstairs, denominator, divide. So I'm going to divide 99 by 3, which is my denominator. So how many 3s into 9? 3. How many 3s into 9? 3. So that's 33. Now I take my answer, which is 33, and times that by my numerator. So 33 times 2 is 66. So 2/3 of 99 is 66. Last question is 16 plus 62 in brackets. Take away 25 times 2. Well, we need to remember for this one, BIDMAS. Let me just write that as a reminder. So BIDMAS stands for brackets, indices, division, multiplication, addition and subtraction. So the first thing on there is brackets. So I need to do what's in my brackets. So it's 78. So 78, take away 25 times 2. That's what I've got now. So I've done that so I can rewrite it out. So I've done my brackets. Have I got any indices? No. Any division? Nope. So the next one is multiplication. Well, 25 times 2 is 50. So I can rewrite it again. 78, take away 50. Now, I've done my multiplication. Have I got any addition? No. So I've just got subtraction left. So 78, take away 50. Is 28. So therefore, my answer is 28. Let's have a look at multiplying and dividing fractions. So we're going to start off with multiplying first. And it's really nice and easy. So if I take 3 sixths, for example, and I multiply that by 2 fifths, then it's really simple. I multiply my denominators together and I multiply my numerators together. So 6 times 5 is 30 and 3 times 2 is 6. So it's 6/30ths. Now, what I want to do is simplify. It's good practice to simplify our fractions. So 6/30ths, well, I know they're both in the 6 times table. So how many times does 6 go into 6? 1. How many times does 6 go into 5? It goes in, sorry, how many times does 6 go into 30? It goes in 5 times. So in my simplest form, it's 1/5. Let's try another one. Let's look at this example. If I take 5/10ths and I take 3 sixths, then I, again, just do the same thing. Times my denominators together, times my numerators together. So 10 times 6 is 60. 5 times 3 is 15. Well, I know that these can also be simplified. 15 goes into 15 1 times. 15 goes into 60 4 times. So it can be 1/4. So in my simplest form, it's 1/4. I can also do it where if I'm just timesing my fraction by a number. So what I mean by that is if I take 5/10 times 2, I can imagine that my 2 is over 1, okay? And again, we just do the same thing. 10 times 1 is 10. 5 times 2 is 10. Okay, so it will be 10/10 or 1 whole. Look at another example. 7/9 times 3. Well, I can imagine that it's over 1 again. So 7 times 3 is 21. And 9 times 1 is 9. Now, we want to make that into a mixed number. Or, in this case, I know that 9 goes into 21 twice. And how many have I got left over? Well, it's 18, 19, 20, 21. So it'll be 2 and 3/9. I can simplify that again, which will be 2 and 1/3. So in its simplest form, 7/9 times 3 is 2 and 1/3. Okay, so we've had a look at multiplying fractions. Now let's have a look at dividing fractions. So the first thing that we need to remember when we're dividing is this rhyme. Stick, flip, switch. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a minute. But let's look at an example. So if I take 3/9 and I want to divide it by 2, okay? What I'm going to do is look at this rhyme. So stick is my first one. And what that means is I stick a 1 underneath, okay? So I've stuck it there. Flip. So I now flip my new fraction. So instead of 2 over 1, it becomes 1 over 2 or a half. So I've flipped it. And now I switch my sign. So instead of it being a division question, I switch it to a multiplication question. So now, simply, we times them together. 3 times 1 is 3. 9 times 2 is 18. So my answer to 3/9 divided by 2 is 3/18. Let's try another one. If I take 4/10 divided by 3, now let's have a look at how we do this. So remember, stick, flip, switch. So I'm going to stick a 1 underneath, cross that off to show that I've done it. I'm going to flip it, so instead of 3 over 1, it becomes 1/3, cross that off, and switch my sign. So instead of a division question, I switch it to a multiplication question. So now I can just simply do my multiplication. 4 times 1 is 4, 10 times 3 is 30. So my answer to 4/10 divided by 3 is 4/30. So let's look at an example where we have two fractions divided by each other. So if I take 2/5 divided by 1/3. Well, what we need to do, again, if I'm thinking about my rhyme, stick, flip, switch. Well, I can't stick anything anywhere because I've already got another fraction. So we just need to do the flip and switch. So I'm going to flip 1/3 to 3 over 1. I flipped it. Now I'm going to switch my sign from a division to a multiplication. And now it's the same as before. 2 times 3 is 6. 5 times 1 is 5. And I can change that into a mixed number. So it can be 1 and 1/5. Let's take another example. If I take 4/8 and I divide it by 2/10. So, again, thinking about my rhyme, stick, flip, switch. Well, again, I can't stick anything because I've already got a fraction. So I'm focusing on my flip and switch. So I'm going to flip it. So instead of 2 over 10, it's now going to be 10 over 2. So I flipped. Now I'm going to switch again. So my question is not a division. It now becomes a multiplication. 4 times 10 is 40. 8 times 2 is 16. And then we can change that into a mixed number. So now that we've gone through the methods of working out dividing and multiplying fractions, there's some questions that will come up on the screen. Have a go, and then once again I'll put the answers up afterwards so you can check and see where you've made any mistakes. Well done, that's it for today's lesson. So remember, you can rewind and go back at any point throughout it, and I'll see you next time.